Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Handy Andy here on this beautiful December morning. It's getting close to Christmas, Saturday before Christmas. It's about, I don't know, 15 degrees out here in southern Minnesota. And got not a big issue, got a little issue with our Jeep Wrangler 4xe this morning. If you watched my other videos about it, you know that we had a big issue initially. 40 days in the shop to fix the dual charging module. That was solved and it's been good. We've put 4,000 miles on about since then, and it's been great the last few months. So, but now we have a new problem. I checked the oil last week. It was 2.5 inches, 2 inches over full on the dipstick and smelled like gasoline. And so I changed it quickly. Why didn't I take it to the dealer, you might ask? Well, remember last time it was there for 40 days. Short staff, they got issues, hard to get parts, all that. So I'd like to try to solve this for myself so we can keep the Jeep at home. And I think I know the issue. I was reading on the forums, a very helpful 4xe forum, that people have had issue with the oil not getting up to temperature. It's pretty normal, I guess, in a gasoline engine for there to get some gasoline in the oil, especially when the engine is cold. And normal engines, the oil gets up to temperature, sort of burns that off. But on the 4xe here, the oil, the warmest I can get the oil, even on like a 20-mile drive in these cold temps, is 185 degrees. Coolant's getting up to temperature, 195, 200 degrees, but the oil is not getting hot enough, especially in hybrid mode, in electric mode, when the gas engine isn't always running. But, so here's what we're gonna do. Today I have this winter front that I got from Mopar, and it's the Wrangler and Gladiator front cover. Technically, it says this is not supposed to fit the 4xe, but I'm gonna see if I can get it to fit. And part number 82215366. And so we're gonna see if we can get that to fit today. Hopefully it will. And first I'm going to take it to town and give it a wash so that we're not trapping any dirt or getting any scratches under the winter cover. So go to town, come back, and get this thing put on. Let's unplug it here. It's fully charged. So I just powered it up, and never mind the mess. This is my wife's Jeep, and so she's not as good about keeping it clean as I am, but I'm gonna go down here and I'm gonna press E-Save. And this is gonna run the gasoline engine all the time, because what it does is it saves the electric motor. Now, as you can see, the oil temp, I don't know if you can see that, is 53 degrees right now. So our garage is heated somewhat. And over here on apps, I'm gonna press apps, and sometimes this thing is a little slow to start up, but when I can, I'm gonna switch to the off-road apps, and that's gonna give me access to all the different gauges. And we're gonna try that out, and then we'll be able to see the oil temperature. So I'm gonna take it to town, we're gonna give it a wash, see how warm we can get it now, and then we'll see how warm we can get it after we get the winter front on. Just to give you guys an idea, actually I think I've decided I'm not going to wash it, because we got about an inch of snow overnight, and the roads, even though it's 16 degrees outside, the roads are sloppy because they spread some salt and sand. Wish they didn't do that, but keeps it safer, I guess. But anyway, I've been driving for 6 miles, and as you can see, the coolant is fluctuating between about 185 and 190. The oil temp is still only 163. It's been 10 miles. Coolant temp's at 192, oil temp's at 179. All right, it's been, so we're at about 17 miles and almost 20 miles, and the warmest the oil temp has been is 186. Coolant's been up to 194, and it seems like when I get going about 60, the oil temp drops back down at 185. So what I'm gonna do is, again, 14 degrees, 16 degrees right now outside. So I'm gonna pull it in the garage. I'm gonna wash off the front of the Jeep. Wasn't able to run it through the car wash because of the slop. And it's also, it would freeze today, it's cold out. So I'm gonna wash it off and then show you how we see if we can get that winter front installed and then give it another test. Stay tuned. All right, everybody, so here we are in the garage. We got, so I washed off the front end with soap and water, and I also waxed it. That's what it actually recommends in the instructions, and make sure we got all the grime off of there, and so it should be safe to put on the winter front. And so I'm gonna do that now. It looks like basically we install the clips at the corners and then install the rest of them all the way around. So I'm gonna try to set you guys, let's see if I can set you right here and see if we can get this installed here. There we go. All right, there we go. So basically it just has these plastic clips. So this is a Mopar part. It looks like it's made by Cover King. And they make this, and they also make kind of a bug screen mask for the front end. I don't love these things, but it looked like it was going to be the best option. So there we have it. Looks like maybe I don't know, 10-15 minute installation. Again, one of these little plastic pry things really helps to get the clips in between under this rubber trim piece and then between the plastic layers. So there we go, it's installed. Let's take it for a spin and see if we can get those oil temps up higher. All right, so here we go. We're starting off, and this won't quite be apples to apples because we are starting with oil temps that are higher because we just ran it before we installed the winter front. But we're going to take it on the same loop here, and I have a feeling that we're going to be able to get the oil temps higher. But we'll see. Well, it looks like good news. I've only been driving for 4 miles, and it looks like we're already up to coolant temp of 206, which I think is good. And oil temp is already up to 190. And same conditions, I'm still driving. Now it's been 7 miles, and we're up to oil temp of 203, coolant temp of 203, and everything just keeps fluctuating now, it looks like. So oil temp has reached as high as 205, 206. So I think that's enough. We'll have to see now over the next few weeks and months how it runs. Then just for fun, I switched to hybrid mode, and because that's why we have this Jeep. We want to be able to drive it using some electricity. And so it's now operating in hybrid mode, and the gas engine just shut off. We're going 62, cruising down the highway, and it seems to be maintaining coolant and oil temp. And now they're going to fall, I'm sure, when the gas engine shuts off, but it'll start up enough in these conditions that it looks like it's going to maintain just fine. And so, you know, so far, very happy with this winter front. I think it's going to really help. But you can see that the temp just drops when the gas engine shuts off. But now it's back on and it'll warm back up. And I think that'll do it. Now, if this doesn't do it, you know, enough, because it does get colder here in Minnesota, I think there's another option. The oil pan is very open, very exposed on these Jeeps. Makes the oil really easy to change. Filters right there, drain plugs right there. Easiest thing I've ever changed oil on, I think. But I think there's a way that one could make an under-engine shield that covered at least the front part of the oil pan. Still made it easy to change oil. So if this doesn't seem like it's keeping the oil warm enough, I think it is. But if not, that'll be the next step. I don't think anybody makes one of those, unless maybe you know of somebody. Let me know down in the comments. But I'll check in one more time when we get back home. But overall, I would say this front end cover is great. It's a hit. Well, there you go. We are back, and I think it's going to be a winner. Now, driving back in hybrid mode after 8 miles or so of a gas engine kicking in and out, the oil temp had dropped back down to the 190s, but that's warmer than it ever got before, even in all gas mode when it's cold out like this. So sometimes we might have to just drive it, keep it in e-save, just once a week at least, to get that oil temp warm enough. It'll also matter if the battery's full, battery's empty, you know, your mileage will vary. But this, anyway, there's the install and little review of this Cover King. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Happy trails and Merry Christmas.